one of the questions that you had was regarding sort of how micro do you get as it relates to you say industry specific, or you try to maybe seem like you're appealing to a broader sort of mass market, and in so doing maybe you become a little less specific about the value that you're actually driving. My thought is that its context means the world. So as it came out right now, it felt like it was a product that sort of was kind of for a general type customer, as opposed to a specific actor within the specific industry that you're targeting, which I know that you are targeting. And so what I would do is I would focus on positioning your solution right from the get-go is we are a X product for Y person in Z industry. Just be crystal clear there, because again, context is important, and we don't want to risk an investor looking at your deck and saying, "Oh, I've seen one of these. I've seen 5 of these before," and then kind of just passing it off as like, "Oh yeah, but this is just one of those, quote unquote," and kind of throwing it in the sort of the bucket and mischaracterize what you're actually doing. That's the risk of all of this. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want to be miscategorized. So in so doing, I would encourage specificity as much as possible as it relates to how you're positioning your product for the market. I would also be specific on not only who it's for, but sort of what the question is, what the delta change is that your product provides versus what else is out there. It wasn't totally clear to me sort of what the status quo in the market is right now. And so because of that, there was no sense of contrast relative to what you're trying to bring to the table with your product. And so I would encourage setting up the contrast in the market in a pretty clear way, such as here's where the market is right now in the problem set that we're addressing, and here's what we're going to bring it to, sort of like, so clearly show the delta in the market. And then the third thing I would do is tout your experience. You're in the space, you're experienced in the space. I would speak more to that part of it. Maybe there's a little bit of a blurb. I know you hinted at it in a couple words in your deck, but if I would have gotten that deck and looked at it for about 30 seconds, I totally would have missed the fact that you had a previous exit in the space. So I would highly encourage bringing that to the surface a bit more. So those are just a couple high level thoughts that I've got as it relates to the deck. And thanks for staying along.